We're here with our UW-Stout Northwestern Mutual Athletes of the Week for week 24. I'm Miss Sapiro and Ethen Schoen from the track and field team. How are you guys today?
Good.
Good.
Well.
Tell us more about yourself.
Well, I'm a senior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm in the business administration program here
Cool.
at Stout.
How about you, Ethen?
I'm a junior from Fall Creek, Wisconsin, in the applied science major.
Sweet. So what is something different about you, Emma?
Well, I'm a Ravenclaw.
Okay, and how do you know that?
I took the quiz on Pottermore.
Oh, of course.
It's a very in-depth quiz.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, that's very exciting. I'm glad you know. And then how about you, Ethen?
In the summer, when I'm obviously not competing for Stout, I like to do summer track with my brother and some friends from high school, and our team name is the Amish Electricians.
Oh, there you go. It's very interesting.
You know?
Oxymoron.
Congratulations to both of you on winning your respective multi-event this past weekend at conference. Talk us through the events that led to your win. So why don't you go ahead, Ethen?
Alright, so day one we started with 60, and I started off with a personal best there, pretty big personal best. Won it, so started off right. We talked about that, I guess Coach Steiner and I, about starting right and setting the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Then we moved to long jump, where I had another pretty big personal best. So by that point, you're building a lead, and you're feeling good rolling into shot, which went all right. And then we went into high jump, where I won that overall. Put almost 100 points on nearly everybody there. And ended day one with almost a 200-point lead. So day one's definitely my better day.
That's awesome.
So I just had to try to keep that momentum rolling into day two.
Mm-hmm.
Had nearly a personal best in the hurdles and got second in that overall. So I put a lot of points out on that, and then just needed to finish in pole vault in the 1,000 to secure the win.
You did.
Yep.
How about you, Emma?
Done.
Yeah, how about you, Emma?
Well, not quite the exact same, but because I started out with the 60 hurdles. It wasn't a terrible race, but it was decent. And then what was next? High jump was next. That was a pretty solid height. I got out at a height where I just barely hit the bar, so I was kind of upset about that. But I was already ahead in points from the last time I did it, so I was still happy with where I was sitting. And then shot put was next. I didn't throw as far as I would have liked to, but it was still a good throw.
Mm-hmm.
Long jump was a good jump, and after that one, we only had the 800 left. I was sitting in fourth, and I was behind first by like 75 points or so. So it all came down to the 800. I had to beat the girl who was in first by like 20 seconds, I think, to get enough points to make it up. And I ended up beating her by like 30-some, so that was exciting. And then the girls who were in second and third, I had to beat them by about 7 seconds, I think, and I ended up doing that. Because the way that the whole multi-scoring works is that with each event, there's a different weighted system where you get so many points with each event, and so like it all adds up. And so, yeah, after the 800, because I finished first in the 800 by like 4 seconds, and so I think we had to wait for everyone to get done and for them to calculate all the points, and so it ended up coming down to be less than a second between first and second for me, and so I was able to just barely grab that first place. Yeah, so between first and second there was only 5 points, and between second and third there were 3 points. So it's like it was very close between the top three of us. Yeah,
that's so awesome.
Yeah, so I could barely believe it at first, but yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
This is the first time that either of you have won a WIAC title. So what does it mean to you guys? And then Ethen, why don't you go first again?
I definitely think it's something special. Stout has won the multi 7 out of the last 10 years, I think my coach said. So it's kind of fun to carry on that tradition. And I know my freshman year, Zach Anderson was here. And obviously he won a national championship, had a lot of success here. He was a great mentor to me. And he was talking me through this whole week. I was talking to him. And even during the meet, he said, "You can do this. Like, you're going to win this. You're going to do this." It was just kind of special. I guess doing that for my school, him and myself and my coaches.
Yeah, definitely having a mentor absolutely helps that too.
Yeah.
Emma?
Yeah, well, this is my first year being the multi. And the multi, it's like I've been wanting to do it since freshman year, but I just have never been in the right shape for it because it does take a lot of work. But this past summer, it's like I worked really hard, and then this fall too. It just is kind of very fulfilling, and that shows that I put in the work and like this is what I can do. And like with the past years, we've had Megan and Jess Smith, and just following in their footsteps. It's like I'm not at their level, but I'm proud to be able to, because we've had 8 out of the last 10 multi-champions in the conference meet.
So it's definitely something to strive for the outdoor season too.
Yeah, definitely.
Competing in a multi-event is physically very demanding. How do you split up your time in practice? Ethan?
Well, doing so many events, you obviously can't specialize like some other people, so you only get 1 day basically per week on each event. So you just have to make sure you're having good reps there.
Definitely.
Like you need to be very focused on making that day your best day in that event, because that's the only day you get, and then stringing together good weeks back to back to back, hopefully, so that you're ready to compete.
That definitely takes a lot of focus. Emma?
Yeah, and it's basically the same thing. You're basically doing a different event each day. So yeah, you want to make sure you do the best you can in that practice, because you only get the one chance a week basically. And then if you have extra time, you because with outdoor you have javelin added to it. So we've been practicing that like when we have time. So if we have extra time during practice, then we can see what we can fit in with other events as well.
And start seeing if you can work for like the outdoor events too. Interesting, cool.
Yeah.
What do you have to do in order to up your score and qualify for nationals? So Emma, actually, why don't you go first this time?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be competing this weekend to try to qualify. I am sitting 2 spots out of qualifying for nationals right now. So my best bet is if there's 2 girls who are already qualified, don't declare to do it at nationals.
And then what does not declaring, like what does that mean?
Not declaring is that maybe they're injured or they can score more points at nationals in other events, so they aren't going to do the pentathlon. So if that happens and there's enough people, then I'll get moved in, because I take the top 17 and I'm sitting 19th right now. So hopefully, that'll happen.
Hope so. That'd be good. How about you, Ethan?
Well, for me, the hay's in the barn a little bit. I'm sitting in 7th right now, and they take top 15. So
yeah, you're set to go.
Awesome. But just at this point, it's getting good reps in practice, focusing. The physical part of it's kind of done by this point. Like you can only do so many reps in practice. Like we want to be fresh going into that meet. So we talk about just mental reps, just like talking yourself through everything, making sure you're ready to go.
Awesome. Well, if you make nationals, good luck to you. Good luck to you, and then good luck in the outdoor season as well.
Thank you.
Preparation is how you make the most of opportunity. At Northwestern Mutual, we'll work together to create a personalized financial plan that helps turn your challenges into rewards.